1 cup of sand from every beach and desert I visited over the past 3 years. The way this picture of a frozen puddle in my backyard looks like a landscape from the perspective of a plane. Our dog's paw looks like a mini version of him. This dead straight line of bubbles in my beer. This Where Are You From map at the Aurora Museum in Reykjavik, Iceland. My grandparents have every issue of National Geographic since February 1921. The watermark face on this counterfeit $50 bill. This spot in my high school where people pivot on the stairs. There is cursor in my jigsaw puzzle picture. This accident-proof garbage disposal switch. This origami grasshopper my friend found on a tram in Japan. The shadow left the snow on the roof untouched. Had a volunteer help me make these stools out of our discarded books for new library seating. This brass instrument sink in my step-uncle's bathroom. My family's Yankee swap is so intense that we make all 30 people use the same wrapping paper, so no one knows who bought what. I fired a flash gun in my mouth and led my face from the inside. This baggie of wheat inside of a German Red Cross donation box at the airport. Homer Simpson hiding in my rug. My grandmother has an original cell used in a Scooby-Doo cartoon. This box of cling film has a picture of a box of sling film that has a picture of a box of cling film that has a picture of a box of a cling film. My late grandma still had her TV operating guide from 1962. The sediment from this chemical reaction looks like a marshy forest. This near life-size sculpture of a gorilla made entirely of colored pencils. Satellite dish incorporated into this Brazilian flag. First time seeing a U-turn light. Shadow cast by my lamp looks like a happy spider with a ball. Pattern in rug looks like Pennywise. There's a rubber duck store near my house. The handle to this knife shop door is also knife. This snow monster at the end of the street. Found my wallet from 1985 in an old jacket. Snapshot of a teenage boy's life in the 80s. The janitor at my school has a tiny gym in his closet. My mom's husband is a pilot, so he wraps all his gifts in old flight maps. My puzzle had someone else's missing piece. The comparison of right-handed and left-handed people at my high school. After several days of rain, my bird feeder has a delightful lawn. This moth that landed on my finger. I rolled over my truck's odometer yesterday. My grandpa found a really big icicle. Someone donated a side duck to the Natural History Museum. This single avocado on display at Walmart. This robot delivered water to my room. The inside of the pizza box was a tuxedo. In the bag of army men I got, one was wearing a kilt and playing the bagpipes. This cute lamppost holding an umbrella. This is what a 7-Up cane looked like in the 90s. My local Irish pub in the Netherlands offers a €0 Canadian breakfast that includes a pat on the back and painkillers. Canadian breakfast, a pat on the back, 2 painkiller and a pint of tap water. Found out that this one-time use iPhone charger has replaceable AAA batteries inside. A perfectly shaped orange from our orange tree. This happy fish photobombing me. The allergic reaction I'm having to my dog looks like a tiny paw print. My mom knitted a blanket illustrating last year's temperatures. The reflection of the beer made the fire on my Christmas card look alive. The imprint my USB cord left on my skin looks like ketchup being poured from a bottle. Got a drink from a vending machine and it gave me 3 different $1 coins as change. This tree in Morocco is filled with real goats standing on it. My son bashed into my glasses while I was wearing them, leaving a perfect imprint of my eye on the lens. I made a snowman out of melting paste. Here it is after an hour. The sun was perfectly aligned with my keyhole. Squirrel without a bushy tail. A bit of toothpaste that looks like a baby monkey holding onto my toothbrush. This bird keeping dry. My pencil broke so flawlessly. A woman on the ski lift today brought her cat skiing with her. Starfish with 6, 5, and 4 arms. I made a Bob Ross at the Lego store. This man eating lunch looks like he is in the car park next to me. This metal slide that is water cooled so it doesn't burn kids in the summer. My old Ninja Turtles toy also taught you Morse code. It's 45 degrees Celsius here in Australia today and my mum soaked some towels outside so the bees can drink. 25 plus years of mobile phones, my cell phone cemetery. A mini pearl I found in an oyster I was eating. I found a goldfish that looks like Hitler in the pet store. Seagull foot on my sunroof. You can get army men in yoga poses. The toaster oven at my parents' house has a button for a bit more. My son has symmetrical hair whorls which go in opposite directions. This allow him to grow a natural mohawk. Fish tank at my doctor's office has all of the fish from Finding Nemo in it. Someone on my campus made this out of mud on the sidewalk. McDonald's in Finland serves burger on rye bread, hot wings, sweet potato fries and banana milkshakes. A drift of snow creeping up a pole in Nebraska. We live next to the ocean. Here's a comparison between the outside and inside doorknob. My daughter's new trike and mine from 1989. This guy in his cooling fan jacket in 36-degree Tokyo heat. Got a scratch ticket that won on every single space. I sent SpongeBob fan mail in 2001 and I got this animation cell with his reply. This rock painted like a cat. This tiny painting. My old shoes have keyboard on the bottom. This truck driver advertising his Pokemon Go training code. Made a Ford Mustang Mach-1 out of snow. This Krispy Kreme stand at the mall is shaped like a donut box. A Rubik's Cube style puzzle I got that's based on size and shape rather than color. My cat sat on my leg for so long he left little paw marks. Long carrots for sale at the supermarket in Japan. This boat has a hidden bathroom behind the glove box. A bee tried to collect pollen from the flower on my daughter's dress. A hawk sitting on a street sign for talent circle in a community called Hawk's Nest. This ceiling light full of rubber ducks in a pub in Edinburgh. This doll I had as a child that was made to look like me now has unsettling red eyes after being stored in the attic. This skinny door at Taco Bell. My friend's Egyptian professor looks like Einstein. The snow melted to make Buddha looks like he's wearing a wedding dress. This partially frozen koi pond looks like a yin-yang symbol. My parents are dog sitting what looks like a drug addicted version of their own dog. My boss's dog had an infection and now he has the Harry Potter scar. The punishment for petty theft in my town is making laps around the courthouse with a sandwich board sign that states, "I'm a thief." This mouse barber shop I found in Malmö, Sweden. I found a Japanese knockoff of the movie It. That. Found a fallen tree that looks a bit like a dragon. This pixelated rubber duck has a pixelated shadow. My new carving kit came with bandages. You have been visited by Dr. Doggo. Like this video and subscribe to stay healthy.